Imagine scrolling through your favorite social media app and you come across an ad that feels like it was just made for you. It's almost like these platforms know what you are thinking. In this video, we will dive into the world of social media tracking. How every click, like, and search of yours is being monitored, and more importantly, how they are being used to manipulate your behavior. But that's just the beginning. As a performance marketer, understanding this process is the key to driving results. By the end of this video, you won't just learn how social media tracks us, you'll discover advanced tools and strategies like server-side tracking and conversion API that can turn your marketing campaigns into powerful data-driven engines. If you're a performance marketer and want to take your digital marketing skills to the next level in 2025, then you cannot miss this video. I have 500 subscribers to this channel when I'm recording this video. If you're new here, hi, I'm Achal. I'm a performance marketer. I've been in this industry for the past 7 years. In this channel, I talk about digital marketing, business and personal growth. If you have not subscribed to this channel, then please subscribe. Now let's dive into the video. So let's get started. Before I begin, I'd like to explain my thought process in structuring this presentation. Note that the first version of this presentation, I made it for a group of digital marketing experts in a digital marketing agency. So I was conducting this mastermind session in a digital marketing agency. There were 40 participants with different skill set. From content team, SEO team, Google Ads team. So I made this presentation for them. So I thought, why not share with you guys for free? So here we go. I realized there are few big challenges in it. Like when I need to express this to you as well. My average number of views on YouTube is 500, not more than that. All of you might have interest in different segments of digital marketing, content marketing, SEO, PPC, Google Ads, Facebook Ads, social media management. All of you would have different experience level, starting from interns to people with their first marketing job or to professionals with 10 plus years of experience in marketing as well. So most importantly, advanced tracking is not important for all of you.
Yeah.
Now then, how would I convince you to listen to me for 40 minutes for something which is not important for you? And that for me is impossible. So I have to make this session relevant for each of you to get your undivided attention. So I have divided this session in two parts. For the first 25 minutes, I will talk about the basics, fundamentals about the social media, Google, Pinterest, and all of the platforms, how this basically functions and how they manipulate your personal behaviors. Because that's what the point of knowing the advanced tracking. Because what's the point of knowing the advanced tracking if you don't know the fundamentals and the basics of this social media platform? My promise to you is that if you are a user of any of these platforms, no matter what age group you are in, no matter the number of professional experience you have, no matter which team you work for, there will be some takeaway from this session for you today. All good? Then in the second half, I will talk about the advanced tracking, which will have some technical elements to it.
Yeah.
And this will be more relevant to the paid advertisers and so SEO team members. And of course, there's no harm in learning something new to all of you. I did not even needed this when I learned it. It was in 2022, 2 years back I learned this. So it is completely useful for me. Now the way the privacy policies have been changing in Facebook ads and the paid side of things, it has been completely useful for me to explain it to the clients as well. Now let's get started. I'll start with a personal story of mine. Okay, like everyone else, I try to have a new year resolution for myself. So for 2024, I wanted to get better physically and have some new hobbies and skills. Basically, to be a better version of myself from last year. There was a social media challenge at the time. 75 days hard challenge. You might have heard of it, or you might have seen this guy, Ankit Bainpuria. So he has become very super popular after that. So I said, I need to take up the challenge because there was 4 simple rules in it. 75 days hard challenge. One is 45 minutes of workout in the morning. I was already doing it. And 45 minutes of evening workout. Still can do it. It's not a big deal. 10 pages of book reading. Okay, it's not a biggie. Take a picture every day for transformation. This is the easiest of all. Drink a gallon of water, and that's doable. First attempt failed on 5th day. Forgot to read book. Second attempt failed on 7th day. Couldn't find time to do evening workout. Third attempt failed because I forgot to take a selfie. Then I stopped trying and took a break. यार कुछ तो गड़बड़ हो रहा है. I need to take a break. I took a break. Then once I received this Slack message from one of my friend, he said, "I'm currently doing 75 hard right now. Think you would like it." I said that I told him that I tried 75 hard couple of months back, but I failed in the first week itself. Then I tried again. Fourth attempt failed. Fifth attempt failed. Sixth attempt failed again. Then I wondered, why? Why is it happening with me? I usually have a plenty of free time. The tasks are easy, but why can't I complete it? So I'm a complete free guy. I don't have much. I do have my work and all, but apart from that, I don't have much. Related to our relationships and all those dramas. I don't have. I have a lot of plenty of time. So still, I'm not able to do such a simple task, which it felt like easy for me. Then I saw my screen time on my phone, and it was 5 hours, five and a half hours, 6 hours. It's close to 6 hours a day on my mobile phone. So I'm spending this much of time, and most of them are into social media and entertainment kind of things. Now let's address elephant in the room. Amazon. You go and keep on searching for different prices of different products. You add to cart, TikTok, Netflix, and chill, Facebook, Instagram. This is what takes a lot of your time of a day. Similar how I faced issue from these apps and platform, you might have your own set of issues as well from these platforms. This could be related to health, wealth, relationship, happiness. You keep spending a lot of time on the phone, loneliness, and bullying as well, and many more other things. It varies from different person to person. Literally, this could be anything. These platforms have their own set of benefits as well. People find organ donors, lost pet meet their parents, supporting small businesses, free education and skill building, connecting with long lost friends and family. These are the benefits. We all know about it, but we have the cons as well. But which one does overweigh? Is it benefits? Is it there too much benefits? Is that what we are benefiting, or is it the side effects is too much? So we need to weigh that. Imagine you picking up your phone to check a notification. It happens with me all the time. Later, just to realize that 20 minutes of your life has gone. It happens with me all the time. Like I'm sitting working, I hear a notification bell, then look into the phone, then I one way to another. I just hop from one app to another, and when I look into my time, it feels into 20 minutes or 30 minutes I'm gone just like this. Has this ever happened with you? I know it has. It's not a question, it's a fact. Imagine this: 50 smartest engineers of the world sitting in a room in California, 20 to 35 years old, highly paid and highly qualified engineers, affecting 2 billion people. You wake up in the morning and see notifications from Gmail, Slack, Instagram, Facebook, photo tags, and etc. 2 billion people will have thoughts which they did not intend to have. And these thoughts have been planted by these thoughts have been planted or orchestrated by these engineers who are sitting in California. Just because designers in Google say this is how notifications work on that screen when you wake up in the morning, it shouldn't be like that. I mean, they are affecting our behavior, our thought process. Those 50 UI UX engineers will decide what thought you should have when you wake up, right? It's no longer in your control. That's why people say that don't look at your phone for the first initial few hours of your day. But we happen to do that. So it's superpower to control someone's mind, right? With that great power comes what? Great responsibilities. Broadly, there are 3 goals of these platforms, all these platforms, okay? The first one is engagement goals. Drive up your usage to keep you engaged. They need to drive up their usages, right? They want more and more people to use their apps. Growth goals. You invite friends and refer more, right? If I use Facebook and I just call all my friends, hey, use it. This is a cool app that you should be in. This happens, right? So this is the growth goals. And the third one is advertising goal. This needs to happen for them to make money. If advertising doesn't happen, then they won't make money, right? Business model of these platforms is to keep the audience engaged to the screen and how to get as much of this person's attention.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Advertisers like us pay Google and Facebook for what? Like, I'm a performance marketer. I pay money to this Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, and Google for what?
Yeah.
To get the attention of the users. We might think that Instagram, YouTube, Facebook are free products which we use. But remember, when something is for free, you are the product. Your attention is the product. Advertisers pay for your attention. If you think a bit deeper, it is the gradual and slight change in your own behavior and perception that is a product. Okay, you need to think a bit about it. Okay, we at FVG, pay Facebook and Google to do the same thing for our clients, right? We are a group of advertisers who pay Facebook and Google for what? For our clients, and to change our perception or to change the user's perception around this, our clients, right? Around our clients and their products. Cricket silence. There are only two industries that call their customers users. Okay. There are two industries. I'm just reading it again. There are only two industries that call their customers as users: illegal drugs and softwares. I did not say that. It's Edward Tuft who said it. What does it do to your brain? What does this do to your brain? It changes what you think and who you are. It's a gradual change which you won't even notice, right? I remember like 10 years back when I used to wake up, I did not used to check phone because I never had a phone. Now it has changed. This phone, all these different apps have changed my own behavior. So this is small changes that is happening around us or within us because of these things. And we don't even notice this. It's happening very slightly, gradually. Have you heard of Snapchat dysmorphia? Teens doing plastic surgery to look like selfies with filters. There's an increasing trend of patients seeking cosmetic surgeries to achieve the filtered version of themselves. Imagine this is happening in today's scenario. It's pathetic, no? It's pathetic, of course. So, God has gifted you with this kind of skin. Now you want to make it look like something which AI had tried to do for you. So, yeah. How will you determine which of these platforms will make more money? How will you decide? Is it Google will make more money, or Facebook will make more money, or your LinkedIn will make more money? Because it's B2B. How will you decide? The one which will be good at prediction. The one platform which will be good at prediction will make more money. So what I mean by that? So if you add input like the daily spend of X dollars, the targeting demographics for Facebook will estimate this data. It will give you audience reach, potential reach of this platform or this ad. Then it will show you the reach. It will show the number of landing page views you will get. It will show you the conversion that it's possible to get from these ads. Better the accuracy and prediction of these audiences, platform gets more trust from the advertisers like me and you. Better the accuracy and prediction. This is where the actual tracking thing starts, right? Stay focus on this. So platform needs to build that accuracy and in their prediction. All of these platforms compete with each other to make the best prediction so that they can give the advertisers what they really need. To win this competition, you have to have great predictions with one necessity factor. What could it be? Drum rolls, what could it be? You need a lot of data. You need a lot of data to make the predictions. The more you feed this machine algorithm with the data, the better it gets with prediction. the more you feed this algorithm with data, the better it gets with the predictions. So what are these data? What are the different kind of data that we get? So it could be demographics information like age, gender, location, language, what they speak, behavioral data, browsing data of theirs, interaction, content engagement, scrolling behavior, how much they scroll, is it 30%, 40%, 100% scroll, interest, likes, reactions, the pages they follow, the account that they follow, posts, media shared, device information, iOS, is it Android, friends, what their friends, their shopping behavior, or their ad interactions, all these matters, like emojis that they use, these are completely monitored by these platforms. And they give a kind of rating about your behavior and your engagement and where you stand in that scale. Right? They could be even listening to our conversation. Actually, they are listening. You should try that. That when you speak something, and after a few hours, those something, maybe if you talk about your kitten or the food for your cat, the ads related to that will kind of start showing up to you in your feed. This has happened. I have experienced that multiple times. How does your YouTube recommendation looks like? How to make money 2024? How does your look like? How does your YouTube recommendation look like? Is it like how to make money in 2024? 5 reasons you have to be a Swiftie. I know there are a lot of Taylor Swift fans, so I thought I added that as well. Best romantic songs from Ed Sheeran, or 3 signs of being an alpha male. Right? They have collected so much data of yours such that at times, just by looking at our YouTube recommendation, we feel YouTube understands us more than our parents, partner, friends, and family. See, I think my YouTube recommendation is so good is that if someone just look into my YouTube feed or recommendations, they will clearly understand what my mental state is, what I'm thinking, or what kind of person I am. I remember this a good or a amazing incident that happened to me. I won't say good or bad or something. So I was staying in a hostel. It's called Stanza Living Bangalore, and we, a group of people, used to work together. Like there are 3-4 guys, 2-3 girls. They had work from home culture as well. So we are sitting there, we are discussing, working, and there was a pretty girl around there, and she was like, okay, so whenever I have any sort of discussions or any task I have, I don't know any answer. What I usually do is I go to YouTube, I scroll down till the end of it and watch the YouTube tutorials, and maybe it could be related to Google Tag Manager or Google Analytics. Then I just watch that tutorial, solve my issue, that's it. That's how I usually work. So my YouTube was open. There was this pretty girl over there. She looked into my YouTube feed. Okay, my YouTube feed was right there. She scrolled through it. Then again, she was not looking into my browsing history. She was not looking into my private chat or anything. But she saw all my YouTube feed. She kept on scrolling. Then she looked at me. Is this what your interests are? And I was like, oh, this is what she was looking at. She could really understand the kind of person I am. Then for obvious reasons, we never spoke after that. Just kidding, guys. So this did happen, but we are still connected. So it's just good friend. But the thing, what I'm trying to say is that she was so smart enough to understand my personality or my what my mood is just by looking into the YouTube, just by looking into my YouTube feed, right? Everything that you're doing online is being monitored, tracked, and measured. And at the same time, they have the ability to manipulate or change our perception on anything, right? If you think about something today in certain way, 10 days after consuming a lot of content out there or from your feed, YouTube feed or Facebook, you will change your perception about that product or that person. This has happened a lot of times. Elections have been manipulated, or there have been a lot of rumors, elections being manipulated, and it has happened and then many other things. This is actually scary, right? This is actually scary. If you can manipulate someone's behavior just by, if you have control on the algorithm. Imagine the kind of control Mark Zuckerberg has, or Elon Musk has about Twitter. They control this algorithm, right? Now they can have complete ability to show someone what. If someone can influence you, they can influence masses and a nation as well, right? Imagine each individual being influenced or being manipulated by one individual for their agenda. That's a scary thing that can happen in a nation. Nation can be divided into two parts with two different opposite thought process, because these two people or this two set of people would be having different set of recommendations on the feed, right? And two different sort of content, extreme content being shown to each of them. So this can happen, right? Addiction, polarization, radicalization, outragification, all the vanification and the entire thing, like this kind of allifications that can happen. US basketball star, read this news, okay? US basketball star apologizes for spreading flat earth conspiracy theory. This basketball player, he thought that he actually promoted. What happened is like, if I click on this, you can search for this news as well. This guy, there was a lot of flat earth theory YouTube recommendations on his feed, that he started to believe that this is a matrix and everyone is trying to convince him that earth is round, but in the actual earth is flat. He kept on believing that, because the feed kept on feeding with different sort of content that actually made him feel that this is how the earth is. So he changed his thought process, and he started to believe that earth is flat. And he later, when he realized that this is completely stupid, he later apologizes for spreading this conspiracy theory. So as I said before, with great power comes great responsibilities. Imagine this situation. Someone walks up to you and says, yesterday you were in this club partying with this Ram, Lakshman and all this guy XYZ. You were there till 1 p.m. or 11 p.m. Then you went to beach with this person and had a diet coke. If someone comes to you and says this, how scary is that? Were you looking at me? Were you staring? Are you stalking me? You can ask this question, right? How can this person know everything about me, what I did, with whom I was, what all I had? How can someone know all of this? It's a scary thing, but your phone knows it. Facebook, Meta or Google knows this part. Doesn't that scare you? Where's your privacy? Where is your privacy in this case? Snapchat. Have you seen this? Notifications in your iPhone? Snapchat would like to access your microphone, or we would like to send the notifications. We would like to access your contacts. We would like to access your activity, other companies, apps and websites. This kind of notifications. What do you usually do? Do you say allow tracking, or you say that ask app not to track? Why this has happened? Then there was iOS 14 or 0.5 update on April 26, 2021. This changed everything. App Tracking Transparency, or ATT framework. This is called as App Tracking Transparency, ATT framework. This update required apps to request user permission to track their data across other companies, apps and websites, significantly impacting the digital marketing, digital advertising and data tracking practices. Before that, there was no such policies, there was no such practices. My activity on one platform can be communicated to the other platforms as well. Okay, you know what? In Amazon, Achyut was searching for this blue Nike shoe. Myntra will get to know about that. Flipkart will get to know about that. So this was the kind of privacy policies that we had. Now, or have you seen this? Cookies, accept cookies, refuse cookies. What will happen if you refuse cookies? Ever thought about this? Have you ever thought about this? The single change led to Meta loss of 10 billion in revenue in 2022 due to the iOS 14 update. Cost per acquisition of customers went up to 30%. Google search advertising, a large portion of Google's advertising revenue comes from search ads, which rely less on tracking across different apps and websites. Hence, the impact on Google's overall revenue was comparatively smaller than what Meta had. Meta faced a lot of issues just because Meta has pixel which get integrated, or it can allow scanning through different websites and apps, and that helps advertisers to make an optimization on their ads, or it helps it getting more data about users. Only around 16% of the users worldwide and 4% in the US were opting in to allow tracking post iOS 14.5 update. Only 16% of the users worldwide of iOS user or Apple users allowed to track the tracking part. 62% of advertisers reported a decline in Facebook campaign performance. I still face this issue. My performance has significantly reduced after this update. This marks the beginning of advanced tracking. Lesson: what we learned from this first session is that a handful of designers can shape the thoughts of billions. Your attention is the product being sold. Your attention is the product. Personal data fuels a new economic system which predict and shape human behavior. Subtle behavioral modification. Tech platforms aim to gradually change your perceptions and actions without your own awareness. iOS 14 update to protect the privacy of individuals. This happened. I'll start with some basic terminology and concepts. That marks the end of my first session, where I talked about all the relevant points which is related to how social media tracks us, how it is impacting our behavior, how this platform work, how do they get events or data according to us, about us, and which is used to optimize the ads, and for what and for how, and how these platforms become efficient by using our data. Now we are heading to the advanced tracking part. I'll start with basic terminology and concepts first. If I have to start a physical store today, this is the process I'll follow. Name of the store, I'll name it as Nike. Find a space to lease to set up the store. We have to find a space, right? We have to find a space to set up your or take a lease for a store to set up on the offline physical world. Arrange every product and element within the store, right? We'll arrange every products in the store. Then if I have to do the same thing online, what do you think? What is the process? This is the process I'll follow for online. Name of the store, or it's called as domain name, Nike.com. This is the domain name, what we call as the name. Domain name, domain. Then find a space for lease in the internet. We will find a space for our store in the internet, which is called a server. Arrange every product and elements in the website. We'll arrange every product. This is how the product should look like. This is the pricing. This is how it should be placed. This is images, content, videos. This is how you arrange the products in online store. You can think of a server as a leasing space on the internet for your business. Imagine this, you have seen that web, right? Web picture, that's that server. And if you have to find a space for your store in that internet, then that's called as server. You have to lease a server. You pay some nominal fee for that, 300 or 900, like that. There are different server providers. Now browsers, Mozilla Firefox, Brave, Safari, Google Chrome, Internet Explorer. So yeah, these are the browsers. Now I'm trying to help you understand how browsers are different from, and this is different from search engine. Google is a search engine, right? Yahoo.com is a search engine. They are not browsers. Now let's go. First party data tracking versus third party data tracking. Here we go. First party data tracking. This is how it is. It means website owner owns the data. For example, email list from form submission, page views, products viewed. These are called first party data tracking. If I watch Netflix show and I pause it and I come back after 2 days and show resumes from the very place where I paused it, right? Where I skipped it. That's because of the first party data tracking. Okay. So imagine this, or else assume this, how it works in Amazon. If I go to Amazon, if I add to cart certain things like one camera, one lens, one mouse, then after 2 days or after 2 months, when I have to come back to Facebook or in Amazon and I go to my add to cart, I will have this mouse in my add to cart, right? How does this Amazon able to remember that these are the products that he has added to the cart? Because of the first party data tracking. Now the moment Netflix tells Facebook that Achyut watched Friends season 2, 4th episode, it will be called as third party data tracking. So the moment Netflix shares this data about my behavior on their website to the Facebook, then that's called third party data tracking. And that is what is restricted by iOS 14 update. Note that this is I wanted to let you know that if anyone who is using Google Analytics, you might assume that Google Analytics is third party data, but it is not, because it is not shared with Google. This information about my behavior or users' behavior on my platform or my website stays with me. It is not shared with the Google. So that's why it's not a third party data tracking. Tracking before iOS 14 update, how it used to be, okay? So this is how it used to be. Website has Facebook Pixel. Website has Facebook Pixel installed in it. So this data is collected from user's browser. Whatever my events or whatever my activity is happening, it's collected through the user's browser, like scroll, purchase, and it used to go to Facebook. That's how Facebook used to get the information. Now after iOS 14 update, this data collection from the browser has been paused. It's not happening. Now, so what happens that website, whatever activity is happening on the website is not being shown or being reflected on Facebook, or is not communicated to the Facebook about my activity on someone's website. Facebook does not know what I did. Now, what does server-side tracking does? Server-side tracking, in server-side tracking, we have website with Facebook Pixel. We have data collected from our server and that goes through the Facebook. Now this time we are not dependent on user's browser, because if we are dependent on user browser, if he clicks on saying that, oh, no, I'm not interested in, or I'm not allowing Facebook to know what my activity is, if he clicks on that, then it's meaningless for Facebook. So what it does is that now Facebook is collecting data through server, right? Server-side tracking which means we are sending information from our website to the Facebook via our server. Okay. But as mentioned previously, more the data, better the prediction and better the ad performance, right? More the events, more the data collected, better the prediction, and more the platform makes the money. In other words, data is also called as events. Okay, in these tools, they are not usually called as data; they are called as events. So how does this work? If we do not have server-side tracking, lesser the number of events sent to the Google or Facebook, lower the performance of the Google or Facebook ads. If we have server-side tracking, higher the number of events to Google or Facebook, better the performance of Google and Facebook ads. Now here's I have taken an example, okay? So in this example of one of my client, it's called in Google Analytics, server-side tracking is enabled, whereas Facebook server-side tracking is not there. So you'll see the difference between number of events that Google is receiving and number of events that Facebook is receiving, because server-side tracking is missing on Facebook end. So this is Google Analytics, is GA4 server-side tracking. Okay, these are the events. Like you see the page views is 6,000. Scroll, number of people who have scrolled, users who have scrolled till 25%, number of users who have scrolled till 50%, the first visits, unique visitors, then who have spent for 1 minute on our website, who have spent 2 minutes, who have spent 1 minute and scrolled 50% of the website. People who have scrolled for 90% of the websites. People who have scrolled for website for 50% and spent 2 minutes of their time on our website. And thank you page where people have filled up the form, number of leads generated, that is also being calculated. People who have watched YouTube video on which is embedded on our website, or watched it till 50% or 90%, all of that is being tracked, right? Whereas if you go to Facebook tracking, these are the just handful of events that we are collecting from our Facebook side, because server side tracking is not enabled. Whatever information that we are getting is just from browser side, whatever limited information that we are collecting from Pixel. That is it.
Right.
What matters? Number of events, accuracy of the events, relevance of the events. Like, is it primary goal? Primary goal is like, lead generated. Has he filled up the form submission, or has he clicked on call to action button? Where he clicks and call us. Or is it secondary goal? Secondary goal is like, let's say he watched YouTube video which is embedded on our website till 50%. That's called a secondary goal. Scrolling through till the 70% of the website. That's called secondary goals. Now this brings to end of the video. Thank you so much, and I hope this was adding value to you. I don't know, for some reason not many marketers or performance marketers are talking about advanced tracking, because I personally got to know about this in 2022, and it's also very important so that you understand and share it with your clients, because it's an additional cost that is needed, but it increases efficiency of your ad performance. For me personally, after I have added or configured server-side tracking for my clients, my performance of the ads has increased by 30 to 40% without any doubt, and is being reflected on the ads Facebook, or that is being communicated through the Facebook. These events needs to be done by server side. Once you do that, the more the events, more the data collected, better the prediction, optimization of your ads. You may make more money out of it, better the ROI of your ads spend, right? So this is how this entire ecosystem work, and for some reason people are not talking about this. All the marketers or the YouTube videos or channels out there, they're targeting the top of the funnel content, like how to get a job in 2024 as a digital marketer, or you should get an digital marketing internship. These are top of the funnel content, or they are not aware of the importance of advanced tracking. In this video, I have tried to cover it up. So I hope this helps you a lot, and your client, you make a lot of money, or the revenue of ads generated. And if you like this kind of content, there's a lot of videos that I'm making related to digital marketing, and I hope this helps you. And have a wonderful day. Hope this helps you as well. Thank you so much. Bye bye.